We should be recording now, Commissioner.
Thank you. It is 7:02 p.m. on May 12th.
I lost him. Anyone else lose him?
Same.
Oh,
He's back.
There we go. You're moving.
sorry about that. All right, let me try that again. 7:02 p.m. Calling to order this special meeting of ANC 5F. This is a special meeting that was requested by four commissioners, and as with special meetings, the agenda is set in the call of the meeting, so we don't vote on the approval of the agenda. But we will do roll call and then public comment and then proceed to the two agenda items. Let me call roll really quickly. Commissioner Anderson,
I'm present.
present. Commissioner Bishop Henchman, that's me, I'm present. Commissioner Galvan,
Present.
present. Commissioner Headland,
Here.
Commissioner Headland is present. Commissioner Jones, no. Commissioner Jones. Commissioner Sani,
Present.
Commissioner Sani is present. Commissioner Williams, no. Commissioner Williams. All right, we have quorum. We'll proceed to public comment. If any member of the public wishes to address the ANC before we proceed to the rest of our agenda, this will be the time. Just use the raise hand feature and we will call on you. Not seeing anybody, but I will stretch out this sentence in case someone is searching for the raise hand feature. All right, not seeing any, so I will close public comment and we'll proceed to the first of the two resolutions on the agenda today. I just wanted to give a bit of background. The first one is mine. So the future land use plan was released by the Office of Planning on March 18th. It seems like it was forever ago, but it was March 18th, less than 2 months ago. And they requested feedback within 60 days. Hence the need for the special meeting today, because that comment deadline, which is when they'll accept formal responses from ANCs and other interested parties, is before our next regular meeting. Now this is not the end of the process of the comprehensive plan. Obviously, it's continuing throughout the rest of 2026 into 2027. So I'm sure they'll continue to accept feedback and comments. But as far as us providing a formal great weight resolution by the ANC, we would need to make that deadline. On April 1st, Councilmember Parker alerted all ANC commissioners in Ward 5, including all of the 5F commissioners, by email that this had happened and asked us to submit feedback to OP and or to him. And in the replies to that thread, there was a discussion about sending it to our Zoning and Development Committee to develop and draft resolutions. On April 8th, Zoning and Development met and discussed at length how we wanted to respond. And the idea was to definitely do a resolution on the industrial land, and that evolved into what Commissioner Headland is sponsoring, as well as something broader on the overall goals of the future land use map. And that evolved into the resolution that I'm sponsoring. And those continued to be fine-tuned and drafted and revised. It was discussed at the April ANC meeting that this was happening. And if you want to get involved, certainly reach out. And then on May 8th, those resolutions were circulated, and on May 11th and 12th circulated further with the community in final form as they were presented here. So some people, this may seem to have popped out of nowhere, but I feel like I've been talking about this for 2 months straight. And I wanted to kind of lay out all that background and that history. Turning to the first resolution, this is resolution requesting OP prepare further FLUM options. This incorporates feedback and comments that have been given by a number of other ANCs in their comments to OP, as well as a lot of elected officials and statements by, I think I quote, not by name, members of this commission on what they've communicated to OP in various forums. And the gist of it is that we ask OP to set its goals a little bit more ambitiously in addressing the need for housing in Washington, D.C. Um, and it specifies a number of policies that have been adopted in other jurisdictions as things they might look to. It doesn't direct them to do or adopt any of those. It doesn't say, we want this. Some ANCs have done that. That's not the tack that is taken with this resolution. It's more of, hey, look at all these things, and you ought to come up with another plan that takes those into account and evaluates them as part of the options that you present. So let me pause there and open it up for discussion, questions, or debate. Seeing none, I'll move the adoption of the resolution as drafted. Is there a second?
Seconded.
Seconded by Commissioner Galvan. Is there, let me just ask one more time, is there any interest in further debate or discussion before we proceed to a vote? Seeing none, I will call the roll. This is on the first resolution on the agenda, which is resolution requesting OP prepare further FLUM options. A yes vote is to adopt the resolution, a no vote is to not adopt the resolution. Commissioner Anderson.
Yes.
Anderson votes yes. Commissioner Bishop Henchman, I vote yes. Commissioner Galvan.
Yes, aye.
Commissioner Galvan votes yes. Commissioner Headland.
Yes.
Commissioner Headland votes yes. Commissioner Jones, not present. Commissioner Sani.
Yes.
Commissioner Sani votes yes. Commissioner Williams, not present. By a vote of 5-0, the resolution is adopted. The next resolution on our agenda is a resolution to encourage mixed-use redevelopment of industrial areas in the comprehensive plan and future land use map, sponsored by Commissioner Headland. Commissioner Headland, the floor is yours.
Thank you. So this, thank you for the introduction and context around how this came to be, Commissioner Bishop Henchman, and thank you for drafting the previous resolution that covered the broad kind of feedback on the FLUM. So this resolution is meant to specifically address the industrial only land use and ANC. And it just notes that in the current comprehensive plan and future land use map, not really much has changed. And the area next to the MBT where the Fort Myer asphalt plant is still designated as industrial only, which is seems to be a missed opportunity to many of us because of the access to public transit and all the other things going on in the area. So in the resolution, we are requesting that mixed use designation be applied to that area instead of industrial only, hoping that that could open it up for different types of uses. And then we also go through and detail some of the other concerns with the asphalt plant and all the resolutions that we've passed in the past about that. Commissioner Galvan was also involved in drafting this, so I'll pass it to him if he has anything to add.
Commissioner Galvan.
Great. Thanks, Commissioner Headland. Yeah, just for frame of reference, back in 2024, with the asphalt plant synthetic minor permit, there's a lot of limitations in current legislation for changes that we requested as an ANC. And this just gives more potential opportunities, right? This is just going to OP to ask them to consider the substantial viability of space being looked at differently for the area that really is has a lot of potential between metro stops, and MBT is used by thousands of people daily. And kind of providing opportunities for how the space could be used differently and address multiple concerns from neighbors. So appreciate everyone's leadership, Commissioner Headland and also Chair Aaron Price's and others' feedback on the resolution. Commissioner Bishop Benjamin, you as well. So thank you. That's it.
Is there further debate or discussion?
I had one side
Commissioner
question. What is the Mayor's Amendment 2419.3?
That was a reference to the prior comprehensive plan and Commissioner Galvan, was it it was what was included from the ECA the last time around, which was then taken out, I believe.
Got it. If we were to entertain amendments or revisions to this, I would maybe call out what points of that we felt were especially important for this, namely, like I think we're talking about the area, so it was like this geography west of the MBT and between, I think, R and W streets or something like that, just to, I think, drive it home because I think it's better to be explicit here about what that encompasses.
Yeah,
That's a fair point.
All right. So Commissioner Sani moves to amend in the first resolve clause after the phrase Mayor's Amendment 2419.3 to add parentheses the area in ANC 5F east of the Metropolitan Branch Trail.
Or
Close
west.
parentheses.
West.
West.
Oh, I guess no. We're talking about the zone land. So yeah, east. You're right. You're right.
East.
You're right.
It's east. Yeah. All right. Is there a second to the amendment?
seconded.
Seconded by Commissioner Galvan. Is there objection to the amendment? Seeing none, the amendment is adopted. Back on the resolution as amended. Is there further discussion, debate, or amendment?
I guess
Commissioner
forward.
Galvan?
Yes. So as I mentioned right before the meeting, I noticed in the whereas clause right above that, where it says where dozens of community members submitted testimony, maybe change the dozens to hundreds.
Galvan moves to amend the word dozens in the last resolve clause to instead read. What was the exact number? Do you have it?
So the amount of people that signed the actual petition that was submitted was 601. But some of these are residents that are not directly in Eckington and Edgewood, and some of them are nearby residents. I've seen like a handful that are maybe not residents at all. So I think it's
to say hundreds, but it may not be 601.
Yeah, I would not say 601. I would say
over 500.
I would definitely over 500. Yeah, we could say more than 500, which represents a significant.
Galvan moves to amend the word dozens to instead read, dozens of to instead read over 500. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Commissioner Headland. Is there any objection to the amendment? Seeing none, the amendment is adopted. Back on the resolution as amended. Further discussion, debate, or amendments? Seeing none, is there any objection to proceeding to a vote? All right. We'll proceed to a vote. I'll call the roll. It is on the resolution to encourage mixed-use redevelopment of industrial areas in the comprehensive plan and future land use map as amended. A yes vote is to adopt the resolution. A no vote is to not adopt the resolution. Commissioner Anderson.
Aye.
Mr. Anderson votes aye. Commissioner Bishop Henchman votes aye. Commissioner Galvan.
Aye.
Commissioner Galvan votes aye. Commissioner Headland.
Aye.
Commissioner Headland votes aye. Commissioner Jones, not present. Commissioner Sani.
Aye.
Commissioner Sani votes aye. Commissioner Williams, not present. The resolution is adopted 5-0. There's no further business on the special agenda, but I want to make sure nobody's going to ask to be recognized on anything. Because otherwise we stand adjourned at 7:17 p.m. Thank you all.
Thank you.
all.
Everyone.
Bye.